Welcome to Pagan Sky with Reverend Stephanie Neal, teaching the World Walkers Training, Lesson 2. We now enter the Mother House. We're talking about requirements, among other things. World Walkers' requirements make it clear that this order is indeed a working order for adepts. Allow me to present what is expected of a World Walker. We honor every soul. Yet we recognize not every individual will be able or even have the desire to go through this intensive meditation training. Everyone has the capacity to help the world evolve collectively through meditation. No one more important than the other person or knows more than anyone else. There are no training divisions, no us and no them. Everyone working together to create something new. Just relax and fully enter into your fullness, allowing Goddess, God, to develop you in your way and in your timing, knowing all the answers reside within you. There are no shortcuts. It is you who does the self-work. This order takes much focus and training. Then all of a sudden everything becomes easy. New students are expected to enter this study practicing astral travel and lucid dreaming, or at least have some skill, because they are primarily skills needed. If you do not have a grasp on these two skills, you will probably find your first few lessons a little jarring and even confusing. Yet soon you will begin to feel comfortable diving into the deep end of the pool. You will see we move at a fast clip when in meditation. Now, world walkers do a myriad of spiritual tasks. Some in general, we work with death, or as we refer, transitioning, conscious dying, and incarnation. World walkers walk all worlds, which are all the natural kingdoms on earth and in space and dimensional planes of reality. We learn how to become conscious incarnates, then work in the capacity of a conscious incarnate, as well as teaching others this crucial skill to take the next evolutionary leap. Then teach new conscious incarnates how to teach. We meet at the Astral Temple every Monday night for teaching and meditation. We meet in the Hall of Ancestors as well. This is where we spend time with our beloved ancestors. Though not necessary, it is suggested to take a DNA test to expand your horizons of the vast possibilities of how many nations you will influence again, or that in fact you have influenced in the past. Whenever there is a crisis, all world walkers are expected to astral travel to the World Walkers Temple within 1 hour to help guide the newly transitioned to their beloved ancestors, as well as give guidance and energetic assistance to those beings remaining in the physical realm. We meditate every day, and this is essential. Meditation and dreaming is where we develop at a more rapid rate within each life. Students master each exercise before advancing to the next exercise, each exercise building upon each other. Along with its guardians, we too walk, protect, and pray within the crystal web, keeping it strong and healthy. The crystal web is a spiritual construct set up in the early 90s and has spread across the globe. The crystal web is where an individual buries a stone inside the earth, and through a small meditation ritual connects the stone to the other stones that have been buried for the same purpose, then activated by intent to bless and bring peace to the world. World walkers, along with the sea priestess and the sea priests, are guardians of the water web, keeping this construct clear, strong, and moving. We communicate and we channel and take counsel from the beloved ancestors on a regular basis in many ways. We learn from them as they learn from us. One of our many purposes is praying for protection over this planet and further development, not only in times of need or stress, but in every time. We learn how to effectively dive deep into joy because much is revealed within joy as well. We participate in advanced dream work. We astral travel. We explore the known boundaries of the multidimensional universe and conduct independent work to go beyond those boundaries is our main dreams and journeys, or are our main journeys. The study of time and advanced work within it. Soul rescue, which means helping those who are not aware they have died or are not willing to cross over. Working with our spirit guides on a regular basis. Practicing mediumship, which is being a voice for the so-called dead. Visiting the land of the dead and communicating with them. Building a pathway between the living and the dead is doable. Healing the earth and wounded minds. Working with animals, working with plants, working with stones. Meeting and working with parallel selves. Meeting and working with probable selves. Meeting and working with past lives. Meeting and working with future lives. Every skill has several purposes to evolve us and our world. The world needs people willing to step into this essential work for humankind to move forward and learn the important lessons in meditation. The Mother House in Krystel Correll states regarding the World Walker's order, quote, I do not expect anyone to learn conscious lucid dreaming and astral projection within a year. Consistent work at acquiring these skills is all I ask. However, you do need to be self-directed and self-motivated to receive these lessons. The following houses are different gateways, close quote, to your path, to self-actualization and deepening spirituality, all different approaches that lead to the same truths, to the same destination. The more our mind is quiet, the more we wake up. After you complete the Mother House, you then move on to study and meditate within the rest of the houses, which are follows. Of course, there's the Mother House, then the House of Dreams, the House of Gaia, the House of Time, the House of the Milky Way, the House of Water, the House of Spirits and Ancestors, the House of Cards and Divination. So each house is explored firsthand by the student, armed with all the meditation skills taught in the Mother House. The purpose of the World Walkers is to learn how to consciously create and focus on forever becoming evolving beings and bringing back peace and light to all kingdoms. Becoming a conscious incarnate is one way to work with both incarnates and discarnates, which are our ancestors and spirits. In a nutshell, first study and master all skills in the Mother House, which are found in these lessons. Then it is time to select one house to enter and experience everything you have learned inside that particular house. Then move on to the next house and explore it as well until you have experienced each house. You can then select one house to work in or work in all of them. Most folks do select just one house. Every house will reveal everything through a pairing of the house's perspective and your perspective. Though all houses have a different emphasis or approaches, they all lead to self-awakening. A pure heart and open mind is essential for the house to reveal everything it has to offer. Self-development is mainly through meditation. So let us start there, since this is where we end and this is where we begin. What is meditation? Since this training's focus is meditation, it is essential to actively know meditation is a way of learning. It is the spaceship we enter, the path we travel upon, the kaleidoscope eyes we wear to find treasures or signposts along our path. Meditation is a launch pad, journey, and destination. Meditation is a teacher and a student. Meditation is a million portals, a single place, and a healing balm. Meditation is a time machine, making the invisible visible. It is a door. It is a lock on the door. It is the key placed in the lock and the hand turning the key on the door. It is the threshold and entrance, and it is the space beyond the door. Meditation is instinctual and where we find or create our solutions and manifestations. Though this list of what is meditation is long, the reasons why we meditate are immeasurable. Yet I will submit to just one more. Meditation reveals infinite cosmic consciousness, lifted by this light, whereby we may see each other and reality. As you practice and master these meditation techniques, consider each one an illuminated stone that you rest your feet upon. As you gaze far into the future, you see the earth's horizons become as bright as the sun and as bright as you. Everything we learn in the physical realm is only half the lesson. The other half of the lesson is found in meditation or dream state. Those that yearn to be spiritual explorers or pioneers soon come to the realization the immense tools that dreams and meditation are. So they spend dedicated time entering meditation and deep dream, which both can be done together. To understand how important meditation is to make it part of your life. Everything is a learning tool. Meditation and dream encourages all our powers to be practiced in the astral and then pulled into the physical realm, building a bridge between each world. Let us say you have chosen to learn about love or free will. The universe will give you experiences to learn these lessons in both the physical realm and the astral realm, giving you a complete picture of many opportunities to experience divine love and practice free will. In addition, how to express what you know in your life, your family, your community, your nation, and the world. Then, once a lesson is fully learned, it longs to be expressed. This may seem overwhelming to know there is so much more to experience in meditation, dream, and life. Yet remember, just by knowing there is still more to know propels many to be dedicated to this process, so it may be passed down to the next 12 generations. Let me describe you. Your free will is yours to use, no one else. Choice is your paintbrush. Free expression are your wings. Equality is your freedom and strength. Being forgiveness is better than bitterness. You are divine love. You are peace, and you are fully aware and a manifestation being and bridge builder to all worlds. You are a conscious incarnate just trying to figure out how you operate in this reality system. What is conscious? What is a conscious incarnate, you may ask? A conscious incarnate is when you remain fully aware as you transition to the spirit side, then remaining fully conscious as you decide where and when to return to the physical worlds. Also, sovereignty is yours, a single, complete, perfect consciousness developing its soul. These are some of your powers. Consciousness, since we're talking about consciousness. The infinite illuminated web of consciousness is our universe. Our thoughts create reality. Our consciousness defines our reality. Our intuition creates solutions and direction within our life. Our every action is our inexhaustible potential of consciousness. It reaches toward the consciousness of other worlds outside our universe only because it is the same thing. Quote, science cannot solve the ultimate mystery of nature, and that is because in the last analysis, we are a part of the mystery that we are trying to solve. Close quote. That's Max Planck. Quote by Dr. Carl Jung regarding consciousness. Consider this: the subatomic constructs, the cosmos, and everything in between is part of us. Our ability to see consciousness is observing that we are either projecting and expanding our own being on a living theater screen, or we find ourselves discovering a reality already there that was already created, possibly by our own hands eons ago or 5 seconds ago, which is the same. Consciousness is a lighted energy web that illuminates everything. Consciousness creates what it perceives, thus manifests conditions to manifest physically. Consciousness has no beginning in our terms or no end, an all-encompassing presence that generates the mind world and the physical world. Everything contains and expresses consciousness, an ever-present intelligence. Close quote. Then we have what Hinduism proclaims, quote, it is the matrix of all conscious psychic occurrences, close quote. Then the Bhagavad Gita of 9:4-6, quote, I pervade the entire universe in my unmanifested form. All creatures find their existence in me, but I am not limited by them. They move in me as the winds move in every direction in space, close quote. Then we have Rupert Spira, quote, consciousness is that in which all experience occurs, in that with which all experience is known, is that all of which all experience is made, close quote. Then we have Marianne Williamson, quote, Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. You are playing small, does not serve the world. Close quote. We are every fiber of consciousness, and there is no division nor barriers. We witness consciousness as consciousness witnesses us. Now we have a better handle on consciousness. We see how important practicing meditation and how it is easier to create portals to experience infinite multi-dimensional consciousness, the realm of the afterlife, and the bridge we cross between all lives. In that single moment, when we realize and are open to live as brothers and sisters and see we are inside the same infinite web, we see the beauty of needing each other. The planet will heal when we heal by growing goodness intuitively, working together for the earth and each other. Until next time, blessed be.